oh, sawa,
Yeah, I've been isolating myself lately. Yeah, trying to reach peace within.
Time to be with ourselves.
And just search for
Time to
simple joy.
heal.
Just being here on my own with my dog. It's okay. Just on our own. Healing ourselves, our inner self, and thinking further. How can we heal this planet together? This planet we cherish so much. Time to heal. And the time is now. Time is quick, quick, quick. Time quick. Time quick. Time quick.
I love the earth. I love this earth.
I couldn't wait, guys, to share this music with you. Just share a bit of joy in this hard time. It was really hard for me to access it, and well, I'm glad, and it's a good start, I guess.
healing earth together.
Yeah, I've been isolated myself lately. Yeah, trying to reach peace within.
Time to be with ourselves.
And just search for
Time to
simple joy.
heal.
Just being here on my own with my dog. It's okay. Just on our own. Healing ourselves, our inner self, and thinking further. How can we heal this planet together? This planet we cherish so much. Time to heal. And the time is now. Time is quick, quick, quick. Time quick. Time quick. Time quick.
I love the earth. I love this
I couldn't wait, guys, to share this music with you. Just share a bit of joy in this hard time. It was really hard for me to access it, and well, I'm glad, and it's a good start, I guess.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the ManuSensCris show for numerology tonight. And Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year 2022. We are there. Because last year we were not there. This year we're there. We're in 2022. I hope the sound is good. Yes, I'm checking because it happened to me previously that I forgot to put the microphone. I think that's really funny. Oh, and I need to put the heart. You know, without the heart, it doesn't work. Okay, so I need to have a bit of redness. There we go. That's a lot better. Yes, nice indeed. Nice indeed. Okay, let me look at the chat. So, Happy New Year to you, Shital, and good evening. And Happy New Year, Eman Fatima. So, and welcome to the show. Tonight it is a numerology. Okay, so 4 questions. Actually, I was already focusing on Shitai Gopani, maybe I might do, I can pick up the card just for the time the stuff warms up. It's okay. But you have to be precise. Are you asking for a guidance for this month? Or are you asking for guidance for the year? It will be different. Okay. So focus on your question. This year or this month? What is the priority for you? Okay, and then I can do it. And then we've got Eman Fatima, and that works well because she has given her date of birth. Okay, this month. Okay, so I'm going to start with Eman Fatima because this is numerology. And we'll see if there are more people going for numerology, Shitai, then I will not do your question. I will do it on Tuesday. If the universe say, no, you have the space, I will do your numerology, as soon as I have an empty slot for, I will do the card, the tarot card, your question, as soon as I've got an empty slot, with numerology. For now, I have one person, so that should be okay. Do you want your numerology as well, or Shitai Gopani, or have I done that before for you? Because if I haven't done that, that's the priority, and then you first. Sorry, I'm just checking that you gave your date of birth as well. So just let me know. Tuesday, in 2 days' time, I will do the cards. It's called tarot card reading. And then I will do your question, no problem. You will have your question answered. But today is numerology, okay? And with numerology, I cannot answer financial question. I'm talking about you. That's it. And what comes down. So Eman Fatima, 7th of June, 7/6, 1989. Then we have Shitai Gopani. And it's not because, I'm warning all of you as well, it's not because we are in 2022 this year that your numerology has changed. Numerology hasn't changed at all. What I have said is always accurate. The difference is that now you're going into a new year. So I have explained all through my shows how to calculate your year in numerology. So you can do it yourself, but I would say as soon as you pass your date of birth, this year, you can add up 1 to the year I have given you last year. Okay, so if you were in year 1 last year, and then you're born in June 1989, as soon as your date of birth starts, you are after your date of birth, after the 7th of June, for example, you add up 1 to the year of birth, to the year of numerology that I gave you last year. Okay, it's really simple. Ask me again if I wasn't clear. Okay, so Shitai, I understand that I have done your numerology before, so I don't need to do your numerology. I will put your question for finance this month. Okay. And I'll ask my pendulum if I start with it or I do the numerology, we'll see. It seems to be pressing actually. Let's see. What do you think? Numerology first? I do the tarot reading first, so okay, I change my mind because I need to let the inflow of information or timing come through, because it's not the tarot cards tonight. I rather start with the card for one person, which is Shitai, because she's got an issue, and we'll do it, and then I can frame my mind into numerology instead of starting with numerology, a bit of card. My brain will not work well this way. Okay, so we'll do the card, 3 cards. And and see what comes up. Want to do the card? Let's start with the cards and we'll see. And then after that, it's Eman Fatima, okay? 7th of June, 1918. Okay. Let's see. Okay, a bit of light there. You should be able to see that properly. So present time. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the card, I'm getting the information they want to tell me at the same time, you guys. Okay, it's time of a test. Things have been updated on Earth since the last couple of days. Or maybe well before that, but it's implemented on Earth for everybody now. This card of the magician means that you are the magician. You need to work on your magic, okay? Starting creating energetically that the situation is going to get better for you financially. It doesn't mean an action. It means getting into meditation, calm, and ask and feel that your divine self, someone higher than you, but yourself, will work with you so this financial situation will stop and open up to healthy revenues, okay? But for this, you need to work in pairs with your higher self and yourself, saying, I have enough of this situation. I need a path where I can feel safe, secure, have the finance, so I can move on. Okay? Information on top of this. It's important because you are the magician that you don't sabotage yourself. Oh, I'm never lucky. Oh, anyway, it never works. Oh, I will never get this. Oh, all this kind of things needs to be sorted and put to the side, saying, this was the old world. Oh, I will never get it. Oh, I'm never lucky. All these kind of things. It's the old world. Now this is the new you. The new you want to be in control. It doesn't mean being in control of exactly what's going to happen. No. Making sure that it's within boundaries. You see my hands? It's within boundaries so you feel safe. You can focus on something else. You don't have to worry about finances, okay? And survive. And that is in connection with your higher self, your divine self. So when you pray, you meditate, call yourself as a higher being and say, I want to work on this. I'm struggling. So this is the call. You are the magician, but to be a magician, you need to connect to a higher energy up there. And up there, it's your higher self, okay? Or you will not be able to do it. I'm not asking you to do black magic or white magic. Not that. Go and connect to the higher being who is yourself, living in other realms and following you as well on earth. Connect with this person and make sure that this is worked on, okay? Because it's an emergency right now. I am doing exactly the same thing as you. I have absolutely little revenues. I'm surviving. this point in time, surviving. As I said to the other show, last year, okay, for December, so don't talk about Christmas present, I earned 100 euros. That was my revenue, 100 euros for a month. Here is equivalent to nothing. It's something that you can earn in an hour or 2 hours, to give you an idea. So, and it's not improving. So I ask my higher self and I say, okay, fine, sacrifice. Okay, I've done it. I know what it is to struggle with money. I know all this, but I need to move on because this experience is over. I need to do things and I need to be able to do these things. Okay? So I'm sharing at the same time the experience, my experience, and what happened and what is now available for us. So yes, you have clearly, you want a happy family and someone balanced in harmony, and I can see the finances here, the gold, available as a rainbow. It means you don't need to worry about it. It's just available. You don't need a fortune. They're not wealthy people. They're just normal people, but they don't think about it. They focus on their family, on their life, and the harmony of life, because they know that that is protecting them. And that's what we're looking at. So I will say you have to work now, since I'm talking to you about it, to work on building that strength. You need to build the strength that you are a magician, you're working with your higher self. Build that every day. It's not going to be, I do it 5 minutes and then it's finished. No. It's not 5 minutes. Every day, all the time, more and more, you need to be connected with your divine self. It's the way for the divine self to live with you on earth, because you're a human being, but at the same time, your divine self wants to experiment with you and guide you through it and make sure that there's some stuff that are easier for you. Okay? So you need now to work on building that connection, that strength. And it's exactly this card. That's the soul, and that's the ego, the mind, the human being, roughly, with his head or her head. And that's the soul, the higher spirit, saying, connect with me, and I will make sure that stuff are going right. So you need to connect with your soul. Stop being only in a material world where there's only material things. This is now, in 2022, the time to connect with our spirit. It's not even our spirit guide, it's our own spirit. We're going to spiritualize matter. That's what's going to happen and start in 2022. I don't know if it's going to be finished in 2022. A lot of people might not even feel it, see it, but the action is happening. So when you start spiritualizing the matter, it means that the matter is in coherence with you, with your thought, with what you need. So stuff that you need will come in front of you because you need it to do something special with it. Okay? Because if it's not available, then you cannot do these things. And then it will not happen. And the universe is going to want you to do something with it. So it will be supplied. But you need to be in harmony with your divine self. If you play like, I want a TV tomorrow, forget about it. This is not what I'm talking about. Okay? I want a new car. No. You want a new car because you have a need. You feel that you're working whatever with people, children, or you need to go somewhere, and you feel that it's indispensable. It's something that you need to. Your heart will feel, and I say, I cannot anymore do without it. I'm really struggling. Then yes. If it's just to have, red furnitures instead of blue, we're not talking about that. Connect to your spirit, and your spirit will know what you need to do and what you need to get. But you have to decide with yourself, saying, this is how I can do it. In this world, in this material world, I cannot do my mission if I cannot even pay for my food or my lodging? Do you see what I mean? Because that would be my priority. That would be survival. A soul, potentially, I don't need to survive. I'm eternal. I don't care. I don't know what it is. I'm eternal. So you need to connect and work in partnership with saying, well, actually, in this experience here, this is pretty needed. Okay? So why not change the world and say that we don't need money anymore? I'm for it, no problem. But at this point in time, it's not working this way. Okay? So that's information for Shitaigo Pani. Now we're going to go, you have an example of what could be the card reading, and the card reading will be on Tuesday, next Tuesday, so in 2 days time, because we're Sunday, so tomorrow Monday, it's Tuesday, same time. Okay, but tonight is numerology. Okay, I'm going to do Emma Fatima in terms of numerology. You're going to see what's happening. Say hello to other people. So we've got Alexander Woodley Desmoulins. So a word of warning. Please do not ask me your numerology again. If I've done it only once, that's enough. Your numerology will be the same, okay? Except your year, your numerological year will change. You can add up 1 as soon as you pass your birthday, okay? Because you will then enter in 2022. I'm born in March. As soon as my birthday in March happen, and then my the year which is active for me would be 2022. And then I just need to add up 1 to the year I was in before. Okay? So, and that year I would have explained everything in the reading that I've done to you, your numerological reading. So the videos are available. You can listen to it again. And it's never lost in the sense that he will still talk to you today. Okay? So please don't ask again your numerology, because you will get, if you ask me to work twice for yourself, because in fact it's some kind of selfishness, okay? Because, oh no, I can't be bothered to re-listen what you've done before, that I've done actually free of charge with the kindness of my heart. With the energy, the actual energy we have available, it's not from me you're gonna get some karma. It's from the harmonic around. We need to be, maybe there is a word called solidarity. Solidarity, we means help one another and don't abuse one another with, oh, it's free, let me ask again and again and again, and then you forget about listening. Do you see what I mean? I'm not saying that you are in this position. I'm just warning you in case you have done, you have had your numerological reading. It's not for the cards. The cards, you have a new question. The time is going on. So yeah, you can ask for another question every 15 days. But numerology once, it's enough. If you want the full numerological package, then you can access my services, and it's 3 hours of work for me, and it's the level of financings that are available, in Europe, and it's about 120 euros for the service. That's like this, okay? So please, Alexander, because I will not remember, Alexander Woodley Desmoulins, make sure if you ask your numerology that you haven't had your numerology before. And Lavina, you're not asking, so that's good, because I'm pretty sure that I've done it for you. And Happy New Year to you all. Indeed. and thank you very much, Lavina, for wishing me Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Lavina, I think you've had your numerological reading. So for you, it will be a question, and if it's a question, it will be on Tuesday. Make sure. Maybe I haven't done your numerology, but I would be pretty surprised of it. And I've explained what it involves. Okay, so now we've got Eman Fatima first, and then we will have Alexander Woodley. Okay. And Iman Fatima has been waiting quite long right now. So 13th of September 1993. Okay. Yeah, Lavina, all the questions, definitely for your question, it's Tuesday, today's time. Okay. Iman Fatima, your numerology. Let me focus, okay? Okay, the way numerology works, the way I've been taught, your not date, your day of birth, so in your case, Eman Fatima, it's the 7, is like your instrument. If you're playing music, you have an instrument, trumpet, piano, a guitar, battery, whatever, drums. So you have this instrument and you play this instrument all through your life. You don't have another instrument. You play through this instrument, okay? And you see things, feel things through this instrument. And I will talk about this instrument in an instant, in a few minutes. The months is the rhythm you play this instrument. So you will have a timing a bit, okay? And I will talk about your months of birth and what is the timing and how it's linked to your instrument. If you add up these two numbers, the date is the day of birth and the months of birth together, you will get your job in life. You assign yourself a job. What kind of things I'm going to do? What kind of things I'm going to work out for myself and for others? What kind of things I'm going to discover? Okay, through playing music. And I will talk about this job. And when you've got this job, then these two numbers added, plus the year in which we are in, 2021 or 2022. In your case, your date of birth, you still is not there. It's in the middle of 2022. You're still in 2021. So we will calculate your year, your numerological year, and it will define a kind of rhythm, the kind of things you can expect this year, okay? Because numbers go from 1 to 9. In numerology, we add up, sorry I explained to all of you again, but we add up always the numbers within a number. If, for example, I've got 100, a number 112, I will say it's 112, and it's 4. 1 plus 1 plus 2. It's number 4. And you will understand that there's only numbers. You can have zeros when we talk about 10, 20, but the 0 will never come back. You cannot add up any numbers except zeros to get a 0. So whatever happened, you would get a number between 1 and 9. When you get to 10, it's 1 plus 0 is 1. 11 is 1 plus 1, it's 2. So it's always cycle of 9. And for the years, I'm going to talk to you about, is cycle of 9 years for you. So it's important to know where you sit in your 9-year cycle. Are you about to finish one? Are you about to start a new one? Are you in the middle of a new one? Okay? So that could be important. Okay? Good. No more text. So, Eman Fatima, your instrument is a number 7. It means that you have some kind of sensitivity. You could be quite sensitive to things, because you perceive things that maybe nobody has taught you in life. You will be sensitive. So you will feel stuff, energy, feelings of others, things that are hidden, discoveries. So a 7 could be, if he's really connected to his mind, could be a scientist. He will research, find things that nobody has seen before and wanted to explain and discover and show the world. But it could be also someone really, I would say feminine, but in the sense that receptive, and you could be in contact with people and feel their emotions, their state of mind, their emotional state, where they are, and be quiet. And if you are not aware that you are that sensitive, you might actually think that you are feeling things yourself that are yours, but they are not yours, they are from others. It's what you pick up. So it's important to differentiate what is yours and what is the energy of others. Also, because a number 7 is quite sensitive, what tends to happen, because anything can hurt them, we have to really, it's like gently pick them up, and because we are aware of their sensitivity, we're going to be cautious until they build up some kind of know-how and knowledge of themselves and saying, okay, I'm a sensitive person, I'm going to adapt my level of sensitivity. Right now, for example, I'm a 17 and you are a 7. Okay, so it's pretty similar. And I was sensitive, I am sensitive, and I can set up my level of sensitivity to be able to do that with you. And I said, okay, right, I need to be in a really quiet space, clean energy, make sure that I'm structuring what are the requests from me, okay? And then I can go into my bubble of hypersensitivity and pick up anything that might serve you, okay? And you use this. When you are hypersensitive, you can just say, no, sorry, it's too noisy, there's too many things. I put earplugs, a shield around me, a bubble, and then I'm not going to deal with this mess. It's too heavy, it's too loud, so I'm going to put some dampers, and so I can live with it, I can enjoy it, but I don't need to be extra sensitive for something that's too loud for me, okay? So that's the kind of things you need to be used to. Same thing if you are doing research as a scientist or an engineer, or whatever job you're doing. Even if you are a musician, you might just want to search new style of music. This is the kind of energy you have. You search what's written between the sentences in a book, okay? And I can see that you have my ear is beeping, so maybe it's linked to sound and listening people, okay? That's my body, it's telling me that. Now, your rhythm is playing this instrument of being hypersensitive, discovering new things, discovering hidden things. And number 7 is also a spiritual number. It's people who are going to be spiritual, connect to spirit because they feel it, okay? Maybe you hear it because maybe you have some clairaudience. Clairaudience means you can hear voices, which are not yours. So maybe there's something to open up there. Just connect to that and make sure it's clean. Try to get some help. If this is something that I told you, my ear is beeping. So it means that there's something linked to your ear. If you have some clairaudience and you can be supported by some people who knows about it, how to train yourself about it, how to connect with things around you through clairaudience, just work with it, okay? I recommend that. That's the information that comes through for you, which is not numerology there, okay? It's my hypersensitivity that I'm using for you. Now, the rhythm is number 6, and number 6 is symbolize natural harmony. So you are using your instruments to be in harmony with, or to generate harmony around yourself, around you, for the collective. You work with harmony and for harmony. Okay? So again, if you are a musician and your ear is really important, then you will search the perfect harmony. Something that maybe you might hear, that might be played, but actually you hear something else. I'm currently creating a music which is like that. There is a tune within the tune, and there is a tune that actually doesn't need to be played, and you hear it. It's quite interesting. But it's this type of harmony. Okay? So that's something important for you, harmony. If you see disharmony around you, or you're in a place of disharmony, you will feel uncomfortable. Except if you feel that you can do something about it. Make sure that you're not leveling yourself up to too much. If you can do something about it, go within. If you can't, you can just say, maybe it's too much for me. Maybe I'll step away. Or maybe you can just say, I'm going to act on it, but it's too disharmonious for me. So I'm going to put some shields, some into a bubbles, dampers. So I'm just I'm adjusting my sensitivities to just the level between harmony and disharmony. So I can work on that level, even though it's really that disharmonious. But you just go on the surface of the disharmony and say, well, let's see if I can do something there. Okay? I hope it gives you some example. I'm going to check other people afterwards, but you will have your numerology if you are in the list, okay? If you ask me in the chat. So your job will be your day plus your months, okay? 7 plus 6. 7 plus 6 is number 13. Number 13 is the card of in tarot card is the death, okay? Why is it the death card? Because death means rebirth. It's a cycle. When we die, we go into another realm, okay? So when we die from something, we become something else. So each time there is a death, there is a rebirth. So the death card could be quite innovative as a job. You might want to create things, search for things that are really new, innovative, because the old needs to die for the new to come up. And that will be the type of job you are doing. Because why it works, and 13 is a card, it's a death card or no name card, because it's 1 and 3. 1 is expression, boom, something happens. You can only see it. You have to see it. If you don't see it, it's because you're blind or you refuse to see it. But a 1 has happened, boom, big bang. And the number 3 is creation. Something creative happen. So something happen, you cannot, it's there. And it's really creative. So it's really linked to the energy of life. It's like a birth, okay? Completely logical, okay? And also 13 is a number 4, 1 plus 3, number 4. And 4 means it's something in matter, okay? So birth is definitely part of being in a material world. We give birth as human being inside the material world, on earth, okay? We're not giving birth to a spirit, we're giving birth to a human being, okay? Which is, in material things, has a body, a mind and a soul, but within a body, okay? So that's why these numbers correspond really well into our material world. Now, the job is 13, I explained it. You are not yet in 2022, you are in 2021. So 2021 is number 5. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, number 5. 5 plus 13, calculated previously, will be 18. 18 is 1 plus 8. It's 9. You are in a year 9. and you're about to finish your year 9. So it's not surprising you coming to this show right now. A lot of people do this generally, where when they need to be aware that they're transiting between a cycle which is finishing and a cycle which is starting. So in your case, you're still 6 months down finishing your 9 years old cycle. In a year 9, generally things slow down. The universe asks you to think about what happened before in this cycle, and potentially what you have collected as experience in other cycles. And he asks you to reflect on it, because with your reflection and the result of your reflection, so it might be really slow in terms of no new projects, no moving house, no moving countries, moving town, maybe no new boyfriends, maybe some relationship terminating, things finishing, okay? So you have the space for, in 6 months' time, for the year 1 to start. And the year 1 is, you're not really creating it, it's things that falls on you. And of course, if you need to move house, you will move house. Okay, and because you will do it yourself, but the feeling, the need, the impulsion of you have to move house, it's not from you. It's just from the universe saying, okay, right, now that's where you are at. That's a new path you need to follow for the next 9 years or whatever. Yeah, you can move several times in a cycle, but it means you need to change job, you need to change relationship, you need to think differently, you need to work on different things, you need to move, whatever, travel, something different from you. Okay, if you were a musician, you might start, a new style, a new type of music, even maybe another instrument. Okay, so this kind of things. So be prepared between the shifts to the shifts that will happen, which means that it's going to be really, really slow, beginning of 2022, okay, because you're still thinking about it. And as soon as you come closer to your birthday, you're going to enter in a new cycle, which is a year 1, and expect that, poof, okay, well, this new project, this offer, yes, we have the go, do you want to come with us? Why, you were waiting for this for 6 months and nothing happened, and then one go, it starts. Okay, so that's this kind of dynamic. So be ready for it. So that's all what I can say through this show, which is already not bad personally, to have 10-15 minutes on yourself. But you can imagine what it is to have all your numbers explained and to discover that. A numerology reading where you do it, well, you can do it several times, but generally once, and it opens your life to really the meaning of it, that you might not even be aware how you function, how you see things, the trap you might not want to fall in, the skills you're developing, the skills you have. And it's not skills that people will tell you have. You might have to connect within these skills saying, okay, nobody taught me that. Yeah, because you don't need to be taught that, because you have these skills already. Okay, like this 7, you have the scientific eye. You don't need to be taught that. It's your instinct. Okay, so now Alexander Woodley, that would be the next person. You can give me a feedback if you want, Eman Fatima, no problem. Okay, let me see, because no, there's no more people than Alexander Woodley. Are you still there? Okay. And should I call you Alexander? Okay. So please write a little message saying, yes, please call me Alexander. Yes, please, I'm still here. Because I kind of like doing these kind of things which are not well, personal, and from the kindness of my heart and my time when people are in front of me. Okay? If the person asks but can't be bothered to wait for the answer and then watch it later on, well, I would say then I'm not the right person. Okay? So, Alexander Woodley, are you still here? If I don't have an answer in the chat, I might actually just say, well, great. The show is short and I'll finish now. I've done a good job. I've done already 2 readings, which is quite good already. Okay? I have helped people. So, Alexander Woodley, hello. And also it's a good teaching for you all. I'm going to ask that for the cards as well. When you ask me a question, I know you can be waiting for quite a long time, but I'm asking people to be present when I am doing the reading. Okay? I think it's just respect. Okay? All right? Well, it seems that Mr. Alexander Woodley is not there. So it's a shame for him because he will have to ask another time. Maybe in 15 days he could ask again. But this time he will not get the numerology reading. But maybe it's not the right time, so I don't know. Whatever. He has connected, so it's not that bad. Okay, so wishing you Happy New Year and lot of beautiful things for this new year. Definitely for Shitai Gopani, a lot of luck and abundance for you. Doesn't need to be a lot, but more than what you currently have will be good. And I will wish myself the same thing. I need abundance. I need more than what I get right now because it's not balanced. Okay. I'm going to wait for another maybe 1 minute. Just say, Alexander Woodley, are you here? Are you here? Because I can do your numerology. But if you're not, I cannot. Well, I can, but I will not. Because I'm like this. And I'm going to eat something instead. Okay? Well, it seems he's not there. Okay. Never mind. So, just come to the show on Tuesday, this Tuesday, same time. I know you're watching me from away from France, but it's 8 p.m. in France, the show, same time as this time. Don't forget, if you're here, to ask your question as soon as possible. I start the show 10 minutes before 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. In France. And then ask your question so like that you're sure to be in the first people. Okay? And be precise with your question, not 2 questions, just select one. And try to work on the words to make sure that, you know, you get the answer you want. You know, sometimes it's important to, sometimes it's just a general reading and it's wonderful. Okay, general reading, love reading, general. And then you get information. It's personally what I recommend. Get a general reading, because you will have, then the spirit can tell you, okay, all what you worry about has no importance. What is important right now is this. And then you get the information. But if you have a specific question, it's important to look at the wording. Okay? Okay, for example, in the case of Shitai here, she was asking, can I have some idea about my financial situation this month and this year? Well, I say, is it this month or is it this year? What is important? Does it need to be sorted out now or can it wait a year? And then there's things happening in your head and you say, well, actually, no, I'm really in deep shit. Sorry for the word, but I'm deep, and it has to be now, or I don't know, it's too much of a struggle. Okay? And that makes you realize things, get conscious about, and then you can really activate things for yourself. Okay? Well, I have to go. Happy New Year to you. See you on Tuesday. And love you all. And plenty of happiness for this year and freedom as well. Why not? We can